I'm here in SPGG, the Singapore Polytechnic Graduates Guild. There's an event happening here at 7 p.m. As a SP alumni, I wrote into SPGG and they have given me access to the clubhouse for the day. So I came here 5 hours before the whole event to just look around and see what's happening in here. So I'm starting this very hot afternoon with a glass of iced lemon tea at the poolside cafe. This is what you do when you have access to the bowling alley. Hot day, but perfect time in the swimming pool. The best thing I like about this pool is I have the whole pool to myself. Had a good swim, a nice hot shower. There's another 1 hour before the event starts. If only there weren't anybody in the toilet just now, I would have brought the camera in to vlog. There's a hot sauna and a nice jacuzzi in there. But unfortunately there's like half naked men, so if I'm gonna bring the camera in, they'll probably kill me. Event is starting.
My wife is 1 year older than me, alright? So my wife and I, let's say we go holiday, and in today's context, we may pass on together. We may go to a plane crash or whatever. Touch wood. But if that happens, where will all our money go? Anyone? It's a pop quiz. Children. Okay, let's say our children typically follow us, but we all go at the same time.
Parents.
Parents? Whose parents?
Both parents 50-50, is it? Maybe?
Okay, good try. Anyone? Some say government.
Wife's parents.
Wife's parents? Okay, you see, my wife is 1 year older than me. So when something happens, the older is deemed to go first. The older is deemed to go first. So my wife, because plane crash, you don't know who go first, right? So my wife is deemed to go first, and all her assets will come on to me. Because she did her will, 100% pass to me. So when all her assets come to me, and because I also go, and my children also go, then all my assets and her assets go to who?
Children.
My parents. Today, if you are giving money or you are putting in a will, and you say, okay, 50% to my children, 50% to my spouse. For your children, who may be 20, 30 or 40 years old right now, to you, 500,000, 500,000, it's not a lot of money. 500,000 to you at your lifetime, okay, maybe down payment a house or do something. But do you know that 500,000 to someone who's age 21 is a lot of money? 500,000 if you give somebody at age 21, guess what? What's the person going to do? Spend it. And you think the person will want to actively search for a job, go through a lot of interview process? I guess not. Probably this person will want to travel around the world for 6 months, then start a business or do some things which may not be that good or no good, but just that you would derail this person's objective in life. 50,000, I can't even buy a car in Singapore. But 50,000 to my kid who is 17 years old is a lot of money. So I should not just give lump sum. I should plan in accordance how my beneficiaries receive the money. But some of the examples that you can probably do if you are setting up a will is that don't be lazy. Think through, okay, your beneficiaries. Maybe you can give them in tranches. 21 years old, 25, 30, 35. So that they receive a small bag of money. 5 years later, they receive a small bag of money. You don't have to give them one lump sum. Alright? Or perhaps you can give them upon graduation. When they graduate, then you give them. So you will inspire them to graduate like this, right? Or some of them say, maybe objective driven, maybe like if you marry, if you get a doctorate, if you do some things, alright, if you do good to the society, if you are a charity, you contribute to charity, then you receive this amount of money. So the inheritance is pegged to certain values. So I have a client that she don't have children. Then her husband passed away. So she went through the funeral and went to a lawyer and do all the probate. After 8 months, she received a letter. And this letter is actually from the finance company. The finance company actually sued her, wanting her to pay up the outstanding car, the automobile car installment, plus the interest, plus the toll fee, because there's actually a car that the husband drove. That's in the car park, but they already towed it away. After 2 months of not paying installment, they towed it away. And they charged her all the interest and the toll fee and the legal fee. So she was showing me the letter and she said, Eugene, so how? I said, you have to pay, because when your husband moved on 8 months ago, all these taxes and all that still continues. Installment still continues. And if you have young children, when death occurs, everything being frozen, you need money for them to get on in their lifestyle, their maintenance. And where do you find money? The fastest way is through nomination. Because within a couple of hours, if there's no ambiguity, maybe the next day, the nominee can receive a check from the insurance company, they'll bank in and they can use the money. So if let's say you have a bank account in the UK, only $2,000 pounds. If you can, close it. Because it doesn't make sense for your next of kin to fly all the way to the UK to close a bank account $2,000 pounds. It doesn't make sense. So if you want to own anything overseas, please think for your loved ones. Think for your loved ones. If you really need to own it, then make sure you do proper estate planning. Okay? Overseas stuff, good to own, right? When you see, wow, I got Australian property, got Myanmar, I tell you, your next of kin, when they take over, they look at the asset list, they will faint. They will faint. Because they do not know how to administer all these assets. Especially it's only worth peanuts. Alright? A will, if you have not done it, please, it's essential. It's very essential. Would you rather receive $1 million? Okay, $1 million, but over the span of next 18 months, and in the next 18 months, you have to go to a CPF board, HDB, URA, SLA to do transfer, look for 5 people to sign here, sign there, next 18 months. And maybe sometimes you even need to see their faces, agree, sign here. Or you rather receive, let's say, 800,000, but next day in your bank account without you doing anything.
Well, this one is a no-brainer question.
So it's not about how much you have. It's about how you plan for your loved ones to receive your money. Because your loved ones, of course, they want to see how much you have, but they will also be interested to see how you leave money behind for them. Is it easy or a lot of headache? You never state clearly. Why this one like that? Then the investment drop in value. Then how? I tell you, it's our responsibility to do so.